Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Bezim says partnership with the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, and other donor agencies in many sectors will help save lives and respond promptly to emergencies. Correspondent Blessing Dennis reports that Dr. Bezim made the assertion at the handover of emergency supplies from the UNICEF to Anambra State government for post-flood intervention in communities in 7 local government areas of the state. Correspondent Blessing Dennis now reports.
It will be recalled that 35 states were devastated by flood this year, with over 7 local government areas being the worst hit in Anambra. Dr. Bezim explained that the donation from UNICEF, other donor agencies, will ensure effective response to the acute health care needs of the people in the affected communities, and called on all the commissioners, transition committee chairmen, president general of various communities in the state, among others, to join hands in order to alleviate the suffering of the people in the affected areas. He commended UNICEF and other donor agencies for their timely intervention, calling for more assistance to ameliorate the plights of the people affected by the flood, even as he restated the state government's commitment to finding permanent solutions to the menace.
Interministerial approach to whatever we're doing. Mr. Governor is a stickler for teamwork. Do we go on repairing the bridges and 4 or 5 years after we have this kind of devastation? And to me, I don't know about other people, the answer is a big no. So we must. There are countries that live on water. In seeking solutions to this, we've spoken to the Netherlands. They live on water, and whatever they have done, we want to go by it, and 60% of the people affected are children, with around 2.8 million. I'm sure it's more than that. With more states being affected and all that, I think the data is going on. And the problem we have in this country, which we are also improving on, is data. Anything that is not measured, you cannot intervene.
At the handover of the emergency supplies in Oka, UNICEF Field Officer Mrs. Juliet Chilemba said the body is working with the Anambra State government to provide medical services and strengthen disease surveillance across the 7 affected local government areas to ensure timely response to any disease outbreak. While thanking the state government and other partners for their concern, the UNICEF Field Officer noted that UNICEF is concerned about the health of the people affected by the flood, especially children under 5 years, from contracting diseases.
In relation to UNICEF, we are mainly focused on child protection, whereby in child protection we are looking at 3 pillars: psychosocial support, reunification, and also empowering communities to mitigate gender-based violence. In relation to the health, we are working closely with the primary health care services to address waterborne and vaccine-preventable childhood diseases.
Dignitaries at the event include the Executive Secretary, Anambra State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA Chief Paul Odeniwo, Commissioner for Power and Mineral Resources, Engineer Julius Chukwuemeka, as well as the Commissioner for Women and Social Welfare, Mrs. Ifi Obinabo. In Oka, I am Blessing Dennis for ABS News.